What's up, YouTube? It's just Brandy, and let's talk Marriage Bootcamp Reality Stars Hip Hop Edition. So this episode was called Mo Honey, Mo Problems. So they only had one activity. Usually they have 2 activities per episode. So we thought they only had one activity because that was the only activity we saw. Picked up where Soulja Boy and Nia were getting into it in the room. She was in her room and he was like, I'm so hurt, I'm just so, and she's like, whatever, leave me alone. And I guess he was mad, like, no, you need to be showing me some attention. He's attention-seeking whore. And so they get into it. He's grabbing her foot. He's trying to grab her phone. She screams bloody murder. Waka and Tammy run into the room thinking he's trying to kill her. They separate them. She ends up sleeping in the room with Fizz and Tiffany because, they got the fire, the ice, the red bed, the blue bed, and the white bed. So they got an extra bed in there. So she slept in there with them. Then the next day, Soulja is so apologetic. She goes in the room and she hugs him. It's like, everything is forgiven. Like, that's obviously their cycle. He has a blow up and then the next day they just act like it doesn't happen. That is so dangerous. Like, at this point, she's just so accustomed to that cycle of behavior that she don't even realize, I don't think, that it's super dysfunctional. And I understand exactly how that can happen. It's like, that's your normal. And because you're so used to going around and around in that circle, it's just normal to you. You just do it without thinking. So it's like, oh, okay, you fucked up. That's normal. Okay, you sorry, whatever, let's go. And so it's just crazy. But to do it in front of all these cameras, in front of all these other people, it's just so embarrassing. Like, I'm sure watching this back as self-reflection, she's probably looking at this like, girl, you look like a damn fool. So they had an activity where one of the 2 individuals had to go into and get some honey out of, like, not a beehive, but like a honey, beekeeper box. That's what it is, a beekeeper box. So we didn't know how the people were chosen, and they, picked the different people, whatever. So then when they did the jury of the peers that evening, we find out that they had pulled in one person from each couple and told them not what they were doing, but just basically, it's a challenge today. It's going to be kind of tough. And do you want to do it or do you want your partner to do it? And Waka, Tammy, Dime, and it was Tammy, Dime, and Soulja said, I'll do it. Mo and Drew said, let my partner do it. And so Tiffany had it at that point. I think she is completely done. Like, Drew basically said, I don't care about her, I ain't got no love for her. Already told her what it was. Then we find out Tiffany got a whole other nigga on the side. Like, we're not on the side, they ain't together. Like, this shit is that I don't even know why they there, because they ain't in no relationship. It's too much. It's too much. So I'm trying to figure out why they're not working on no relationship. Like, he was like, we haven't even had sex the whole time. Like, but we're not together, so why would we be it's too much. So that's Marriage Bootcamp. The sun is coming up and it's being very disrespectful right now. So that's the end of this recap. Bye.